I am often asked which volumes have most profoundly shaped my mind and directed my hand in the conduct of affairs. While I have read thousands of works in my time, for the man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot, one must not simply look for the greatest books, but those which served as the most effective tools in the forge of character. To select but three is as difficult as choosing a favorite child, yet there are three milestones in my intellectual journey that stand as the pillars of the philosophy I share with you today. The first encounter that truly arrested my attention occurred when I was a mere lad of 15. I came into possession of a small, unassuming volume, Machiavelli's The Prince. I will be the first to admit that at such a tender age, I lacked the practical experience of the furnace or the counting house to fully grasp his intent. I had never managed a department or negotiated a contract, yet I was captivated. Why? Because it offered a glimpse into the brutal realism of human nature. Machiavelli looked at men not as we wish them to be in a Sunday sermon, but as they are in the cold light of day. Ambitious, fickle, and driven by interest. He stripped away the useless sentimentality and moralizing that so often obscures the path to progress. He presented the mechanics of influence with a clarity and a pragmatism that resonated with my own budding observation, that the world rewards the man who perceives the truth of his situation and acts with decision. I have returned to that spindly little paperback many times, and you can see its shadow in everything I have built. It taught me that to do great good in the world, one must first understand the world as it actually exists. The second pillar of my education came from a pursuit many would deem utterly impractical, the study of ancient Greek. Some might say there is nothing more irrelevant to a man of business than a dead language, but they would be mistaken. It is the ultimate mental discipline. I remember spending 3 full days wrestling with a single paragraph of Thucydides' history of the Peloponnesian War. The language was a labyrinth, intricate, convoluted, yet underpinned by a logic as rigid as steel. Emerging from that struggle, I realized I had found a narrator who was fundamentally modern. Writing 2,500 years ago, Thucydides possessed an analytical ability that we sorely lack today. He described the rise and fall of empires with a scientific detachment, showing how the same human passions lead to the same inevitable results. He taught me that history is a great mirror. If a man wishes to see the future of his industry or his nation, he need only look at the past with a clear eye. That book remains a marvelous adventure in logic, proving that the laws of success and leadership are as eternal as the hills. The third influence is perhaps the most unconventional, yet it struck a chord within my soul regarding the discipline of the self. In my youth, I encountered the writings concerning the warrior's path, specifically the works of Carlos Castaneda. While some may get lost in the strange descriptions of desert rituals, I saw something far more practical, the necessity of self-mastery. These texts spoke of the path with a heart, of confronting one's own mortality to gain clarity, and of the absolute necessity of becoming a warrior in the conduct of one's life. To me, this was not mysticism, it was the highest form of character building. It taught that a man must be the master of his own mind, disciplined in his habits, and unwavering in his purpose. It reinforced my belief that wealth and power are not gifts of chance, but the result of a man becoming a superior instrument through relentless self-control. I could, of course, speak of others, of the profound moral weight of Dostoevsky or the shattering insights of Nietzsche, but these three represent the foundation. They taught me realism, logic, and self-discipline. Without these, no amount of capital can sustain a man. Wealth is a heavy burden. It requires a mind strengthened by the greatest thoughts of the ages to carry it with dignity and use it for the advancement of the race. Look to your library not for diversion, but for the equipment of a lifetime.